Everything around me is shaking. I've never been more glad that I put my faith in Jesus, 'cause He's never let me down. He's faithful through generations. So why would He fail now? He won't. He won't. I still got joy in chaos, got peace that makes no sense, so I won't be going under. I'm not held by my own strength, 'cause I built my life on Jesus. He'll never let me down. He's faithful through every season. So why would He fail now? He won't. He won't. He won't fail. He won't fail. He won't. He won't. He won't fail. He won't fail. This is my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand when everything around me is shaking. I've never been more glad that I put my faith in Jesus, 'cause He's never let me down. He's faithful through generations. So why would He fail now? He won't. He won't. He won't fail. He won't fail. Rain came and wind blew, my house was built on you. I'm safe with you. I'm gonna make it through. Rain came, wind blew, and my house was built on you. I'm safe with you. I'm gonna make it through. Rain came, wind blew, my house was built on you. I'm safe with you. I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna make it through. He won't. He won't fail. He won't fail. He won't. He won't. He won't fail. He won't fail. He won't.
Good evening. How y'all doing? So I'm gonna try to hold the microphone up this time, so we don't have that because Sydney's not here to tell me to pick it up. So it was placed on my heart to talk about this, and it was strength what was put on me. So after doing a little digging, I come up with two types of strength that I wanted to talk about. One is a physical strength, and another is a spiritual strength. So, as it's not under my own strength that I'm standing up here talking to y'all, because that's not my thing. Miss Sandra knows it's not my thing. So, I did a little bit of Googling and talked to Al a little bit about the difference between physical strength and spiritual strength. Physical strength, according to Al, is strength is about bodily power, lifting weights, while spiritual strength is an inner fortitude, a purpose and values that helps you endure adversity and find meaning, often through faith, mindfulness, and core beliefs, with both forms of strength complementing one another for a balanced, resilient life. Physical strength relies on exercise and nutrition and rest. Spiritual strength builds from meaning, purpose, and connection for something greater, allowing you to handle life's challenges beyond mere physical capability. I'd say Al was onto something with that one. So two of the scriptures that I want to tie into this, and there's some more a little bit later, but Matthew 11:28, come to me all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. And then Isaiah 41:10, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So I feel like the reason that was placed for one is to brag on what God has done in my life. And for two, and for encouragement. Because a lot like me, people are hesitant to give something up that they wouldn't necessarily give up, right, on their own. So it takes a little bit more, and it takes faith and understanding of the word and knowing that God is going to have your back at the end of the day. Lacking the strength to be able to give something up. And we do. We lack strength to give things up. As humans, we like to hold onto things, like to fill our pockets up. You see me in the morning getting ready to go to work, my pockets is lined with stuff that I use every day, right? We tend to hold on to things. So God has given me a gift. Like, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm a pretty strong person, physically strong. I've been able to do things that a lot of people can't do, live certain things, move certain things. I have a couple of stories. I wish Nick was here because one of them has to do with him. Right before they got ready to go to New York, they had a calling to go to New York. They were getting ready. They were selling their house and had an inspector come through and was looking at everything, and he had already changed his hot water heater out, and it was full of water, Like, man, I got to put a pan under it and all this stuff. And him and I just started talking. I was like, man, we got this. We can go take care of this. Now, so we go to his house. We walk in, and he shows me where it is. And it's this little bitty room about the size of this table. And then you got me. And then you got to fit me and Nick both in this little room, right? And get this thing picked up, and he was wanting to drain it. I don't have the patience to sit there and wait for that to drain to be able to pick it up, right? So I said, you just get ready. And like you could just imagine, like here's Nick, right? He's right here kind of behind me. And there's no telling what's going through his mind at this point. So that's right. And I tell him, I said, I'm going to pick this thing up. And whenever I pick it up, just slide this pan underneath it. There ain't no way. Maybe not, but I'm stubborn enough to give it a shot. So I grab a hold of this thing, I wrap my arms around it, and I pick it up, and it pushes the exhaust through the roof and everything, and he slides it under there, and I set it back down and pull the exhaust back down and connect it back up, and we were good to go. I have another one. Me, Jeff, and Brandon had the opportunity to go on Samaritan's Purse to Valdosta, Georgia for disaster relief. Had a blast. Like, all in all, had a blast. Got to go around talking to different homeowners and telling them the story of the Samaritan's Purse and why we were there, and just people not understanding that you can come from just miles away, Montana. I mean, people from all over just coming to help, right? So we get there, and they're trying to put us on a team, and we ended up on a team together, which was great for us, but it become a fight for the boys from Louisiana to be on their team because we were like pack mules going through there. I'm going to tell you something. Jeff and Brandon will work now. They'll get it. And between the three of us, there's no telling how many trees and logs and everything else that we moved around. But in that time, I saw what I thought in my young adult mind, because I'm childish, this dolly, the biggest dolly I've ever seen before in my life. Like just big, wide, just a hunk of dolly. The more you put on it, and people couldn't get this, the more you put on it, the easier it was to handle. Like, you don't need to be doing that. So I was running through people's yards with logs on this dolly going whoop, whoop, like I'm a choo-choo train or a semi-truck or something. And just, people are like, man, how is he doing that? It's part of it. Just different things that God blesses us to be able to do and this time it was for him. I think I wrote in here, lifting for the Lord, I think is what I said, because I've kind of gotten off of what I wrote, but I have another one that Micah and Drew was part of it. We were moving somebody from one house to another house, and we'd been packing boxes and moving stuff all day. We get to a point where it's becoming more of a problem to get on the trailer and get off, so we start making a chain, right? So Micah would run a box, and then Drew would run a box, and Micah would run a box. And so I'm grabbing these boxes, and I'm handing them to them. Well, right, just as soon as they would grab them, I'd kind of let them go so that way the weight would hit them a little bit just to get a reaction out of them. I started with Drew. He was the first one. I didn't treat Micah like that at first. I got Drew with it. And so Drew comes back after I don't know how many boxes we did, and I went to go drop another box on him, and he stopped. He's like, "Hold on, Mr. Ty, I gotta wait a minute." It's like, "What?" And here comes Micah, and I go to sling this box to Micah, and Drew stops him, and he says, "You got to watch it. Mr. Ty's deceiving. Like everything that he's doing is just it doesn't look right. He makes it look too easy. He makes it look too light." So we ended up doing that, and I got to say that I got to use a gift that I've received from God to bully our kids a little bit. So it was good. I can see him back there smiling. He knows. So I have another story. This is really kind of really kicks off with what the story I'm going with. So whenever I was about 13 or 14 years old is whenever I first started dipping tobacco. It was what I thought the cool thing to do. All the men around me did it. I thought this what you needed to do. Y'all, I'm telling you, as a kid, I cannot look back and say why this was so enticing to me whenever I remember opening up the refrigerator at my house, and my dad would put his Dr. Pepper bottle that was about a third of the way full with spit in it, and he would keep it in there to keep it fresh, right? I hear people gagging. Look back, and I'm just, man. So this disgusting habit that I loved and I couldn't get rid of forever, right? That looks back and just like, man. Little Ty opens up the refrigerator, grabs the bottle, opens it up, takes a swig. You know? Multiple times. That didn't happen once. It didn't just happen once. You open up a door and there's a Dr. Pepper in there. Man. No matter how disgusting that sounds, and it was, I still got addicted to it, and it was a horrible habit. Horrible. So let's fast forward, December last year, 24, we're gearing up for 21 days of prayer and fasting. This whole time I'm thinking, like weeks building up to him, like, I want to give something up, but I don't know what I want to give up. So I've done small things, and I don't. Some people have issues with these, but in this case for me, they were small. Facebook, sugar, Cokes, caffeine, etc. I wanted something that big in my life that I wanted to give up. So hear me whenever I say this. I thought about praying to have the strength to give up dipping for 21 days. Thought about it. Didn't pray it, thought about it. Because I knew that I wasn't strong enough to do it. So you remember whenever Al talks about spiritual strength that allows you to handle life's challenges beyond mere physical capability? This is one of them. Back to Matthew 11:28. Come to me who are all weary, and I'll give you rest. And then I've got Matthew 6:8. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask. So the Thursday before the 21 days of prayer and fasting, I got sick, really bad sick. I was supposed to be at church that Sunday morning to play worship. I couldn't make it. I was supposed to be at church Monday morning to play worship for the first 21 days of prayer and fasting. Couldn't make it. I had to cancel everything I was doing. I couldn't go to work. My wife was probably, you big titty baby. There ain't nothing wrong with you. But I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. I couldn't dip. Couldn't do anything. So that Wednesday, we had another one. I was able to make it to it. I was feeling better. So I came and worshiped. Even though at that point I had not given up anything yet. I hadn't thought about it because I'd been down. So we come in and we worshiped and we prayed and we did our deal we always do. Thursday, me and Katie are sitting on the couch in our living room talking. And Avery comes running up. And if y'all know Avery, she's a little fire. She'll run around and jump right up in your business and not even think anything about it. And that's exactly what she did. And she was so proud of herself, she brought me an empty Dr. Pepper bottle. Here you go, Daddy. I drank this and finished it for you. She is proud of herself. She had done this. She's giving it to Dad because Dad uses these things all the time. And it was at that point I said, it's been 7 days since I'd had any kind of nicotine. I was like, baby, I appreciate it. Go throw it in the trash for me. I remember Katie looking at me going, what's up with this psycho? You know, like, He doesn't ever turn down having a fresh spit bottle laying around because I got to pick them up every day from all corners of the house and everything else. And if you've ever had that habit, you know it's true. So until now, I had not realized that God had answered a prayer that I didn't pray. So let's go another week, another 7 days. Thursday, the next Thursday, Katie mentioned something to me about not seeing these bottles laying around. Didn't acknowledge it because I guess maybe I was being a little bit superstitious, right? And didn't want to jinx what was going on. I didn't even at that point. Even in recognition, I still didn't fully give God the credit for it because I hadn't failed yet. Because He hadn't failed me, but I could fail myself. So, keep going. Looking for trying to get around the opportunity to mess myself up and get back on it. And then I realized that God had me. He knew what I needed before I could ask Him for it. Before I prayed it, He knew that I had a thought of praying this and wasn't strong enough to pray that prayer. So He took it from me in the way that He knew would get my attention. So there I was. I put Mr. Big, Mr. Bad, Mr. Strong, Mr. Ty Lutrick. Couldn't do it without God. So at that point, I decided I'd already went this far, so I was just going to give it all to Him. There it is. Lay it down and let's see where it goes. And I want to mention something about this. Something's just so small about a Dr. Pepper bottle. The age that Avery gave me that Dr. Pepper bottle was the same age that I had drinking from the Dr. Pepper bottles. So it's great that God can use these small things. If you pay attention to them and look for them, you can find them. And if you don't, you'll miss it. God emptied my addiction to nicotine. And I hope whoever needs to hear this that has an addiction with that or anything else, I hope this encourages you to just give it to Him. Let Him carry it. We cannot carry the burden on our own. We have to give it to Him. His shoulders are way more broad, way more strong, and can hold way more. So right now, I am 372 days without it. And it was easy. Giving it to Him, it was easy. So whatever you have, it's His. You don't have to have it alone. Carry it alone. And that's all I got.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the You're the one I call Good Shepherd, who like a lamb was slain for me. And oh, I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you in the mountains in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I will praise you in the valley, you're the same. No less God within the shadows. No less faithful when the night leads me astray. 'Cause you're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache are the same. Oh, no, wherever I walk, wherever I am, your name can move mountains. Wherever I stand, and if ever I walk through the valley of death, I sing through the shadows, my song will ascend. Whatever I walk through, wherever I am, your name can move mountains. Wherever I stand, and if ever I walk through the valley of death, I sing through the shadows, my song will ascend, my song will ascend. Oh, no, sing it out, sing it out. From the gravest of all valleys come the pastures we call grace, a mighty river flowing upward from a deep but empty grave. Oh, I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you in the mountains in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I will praise you in the valley, you're the same. No less God within the shadows. No less faithful when the night leads me astray. 'Cause you're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. You're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache
blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He's been my fourth man in the fire, time after time. Born of his spirit, washed in his blood. And what he did for me on Calvary is more than enough. Oh, I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never
Let's everybody come to the front and pray together. Gracious Heavenly Father, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all you've done and all that you plan on doing. It brings comfort and joy knowing that you know what we need before we can speak the words in prayer. I pray that you continue to fill this place with your presence, and your presence that's so thick that as soon as you come through the doors, it just fills your lungs. Just as the beginning, when you formed us from the dust and breathed the breath of life in us. Father, I want to lift up our pastor and our staff and all the people that we have here, the congregation, everybody that makes this place whole, the body. Lord, I lift this body of Christians to you, and I ask you just to place your hand on everything that we do. Lead us so that we can lead others. Help us to be able to show what Christ really looks like. Lord, I ask you to bless our outreach programs, the food bank, retail rescue, the foster closet, Simple Project, Second Saturday Serve, the houses that we have across the street, Lord. I ask you to continue to bless these programs that we have, that we use to use your name to reach to the community. Lord, I ask you to continue to give us the manpower and the volunteers and the financial backing that we need to keep these going and keep these moving. Lord, I lift up our country to you, our state, our region, the area that we live in. That there is so much darkness that is present that all we need is your light. A little bit of your light and the darkness will flee. I pray that us as Christians have the boldness to speak the truth to those around us, to the believers and the non-believers. This sideline Christianity has to stop. We all have a position to play on the field, and it's time to gear up. We don't rise to the level of our expectations. We fall to the level of our training. And we need to train up. We need to train ourselves and train others. We are called to make disciples of men, and that is our task to do. Lord, Paul prays, and he says, "For this reason I kneel before the Father, for whom every family in heaven and on earth deserves its name. I pray that out of his gracious riches he may strengthen you with power through the Spirit in your inner being, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith. I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may power together with all Lord's holy people to grasp how wide, how long, how deep, and how wide is the love of Christ. And to know that his love surpasses all knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God, not just some of it, all of it. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than we can ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us, to him be glory in the church and in Jesus Christ throughout all generations and forever and ever. Amen.
sorrow and dead in my sin, lost without hope, no place to begin. Your love made a way to let mercy come in. When death was arrested and my life began. Ash was redeemed, only beauty remains. My orphan heart is given the name. The morning grew quiet, my feet rose to dance. When death was arrested and my life began. Oh, your grace so free washes over me. You have made me new, now life begins with you. It's your endless love pouring down on us. You have made us new, now life begins with you. Released from my chains, I'm a prisoner no more. My shame was ransomed, He canceled my debt and he called me his friend. When death was arrested and my life began. Oh, your grace so free washes over me. You have made us new, now life begins with you. It's your endless love pouring down on us. You have made us new, now life begins with you. Displayed on the criminal's cross, and darkness rejoiced as though heaven had lost. But then Jesus arose with our freedom in hand. That's when death was arrested and my life began. Oh, your grace so free washes over me. You have made me new, now life begins with you. It's your endless love pouring down on us. You have made us new, now life begins with you. Oh, we're free, free, forever we're free. Come join the song of all the redeemed. Yes, we're free, free, forever and ever. When death was arrested and my life began. Oh, we're free, free, forever we're free. Come join the song of all the redeemed. Yes, we're free, free, forever and ever. When death was, sing that out one more time, we're free. Oh, we're free, free, forever.